Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Dolphin. Today guys we're in a video about Summoner's War. Today we're gonna have a look and I'm gonna mention war units I think they need a nerf in the next balance patch. Next balance patch should be in around 2 weeks, so hopefully we get some good buffs at least. I hope we get some good nerfs as well, but at least some good buffs on some units that actually are unusable right now. I'm gonna mention these units. I'm gonna go through 5 units. But then let me know in the comment below if you think other units need to get buffed and how, if you can. But yeah guys, before I get to the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's free and support the channel a whole lot guys, so if you can, please, it's a button, it would really help. Alright, let's get into it, and I'm gonna start with here. I was lost for a second, not gonna lie, with this guy, Zen. Honestly, he got buffed last time. I haven't seen him being used. I think after balance patch, the last balance patch, one guy tried to use it against me. He didn't do anything the whole game, so I think he definitely needs a buff. I don't know how they can buff him in a way that is good. I think they might just rework the whole thing. Right now Zen is actually pretty terrible, one of the worst units in the game. I hope they buff him a little bit. Let the fire one and the water one actually usable. They are niche, but they are pretty good when their niche comes by. So they at least they fit some situation really well. But the wind one is just unusable in my opinion. He really needs a buff or a change here. Is give him Oliver Speed Lead. Give him Oliver Speed Lead. And no, I don't know though. I don't know how they would buff him, but they need to buff him or change his whole set. It's just unusable right now, so hopefully Zen gets a buff in a way that he actually is usable. So I think Zen is on the number 1 list to get buffed. On the second spot, and we went through this every single balance patch, I feel, Christina. I got her, unfortunately. So I'm biased. Hopefully they buff her. Beside that though, I want to try to use her. I want to try to make her work, but it's really hard to make her work. It's really hard. Her base stats are not even that great. They're not bad. They're just average. It's like a 4.5 star. It's not 5 star in my opinion. Skill set is a damage dealer, but if you have Dominic, are you ever gonna use her? I think she's a bruiser. I think she can be working in on speed crit rate, HP even, with good artifacts. But then isn't Dominic better anyway? Isn't Lagman better anyway? So I think she needs a buff, and I don't know, maybe a buff on the stats, maybe a buff on the skills. But right now Christina is actually pretty terrible. And yes, I was thinking to use her, but no, I don't think I will, because I have better damage dealers or bruiser on the wing spot anyway. So hopefully they buff her. I honestly don't know how. Maybe give her, instead of this, a speed lead or something, I don't know, but she does need a buff. Now on the first spot, I'm gonna put some old families that I think need a buff. I think other units might get a little buff, but I think overall most units, they do what they're meant to do well. Obviously I'm not gonna mention puppeteers guys. They're not gonna buff puppeteers the balance patch after they came out. That never happened before. It might happen, but I don't think it will. They usually take a couple of balance patches to actually buff the new units, so I don't think it's gonna happen. But there's few families that I would like to see buff. One of them is the beast monks. Now, not gonna lie, they didn't do a bad job buffing the skills on the beast monks, but we don't see many beast monks at all, even in siege, defenses and so on. And I think the main reason is the base speed. If they were to buff the base speed to at least 100, then we probably would see a lot more beast monks. I'm gonna say Chandra has a pretty interesting skill set, pretty good. Strip and stun skill 1 is actually really good, but the base speed makes it hard, very hard to build him. Speed lead is insane. and this has attack bar increase as well, and the slow on the opponent. But you can't really build Chandra on Swift because 96 base speed. You can build him on Balance, but also he has 96 base speed, so it needs insane rune quality for him to be decent. Now you could give him some insane Balance set, Balance will, and it would work decently well, but is it worth those runes? I don't think so. So I think Beast Monks really need a buff on the base speed. The skills are not too bad. The skills are not bad anymore, to be honest with you, in my opinion, but they do need a buff on the base speed. I think 100 would be a lot better. Maybe it wouldn't change too much, too much, but I think it would help a lot having 100 base speed at least. So hopefully they do get that, and so we can see more of them, right? Another family that I think they should consider buffing a little bit at least is the Archangel. Archangels, I feel like they're pretty bad, all of them. Artemion probably decent now with all the AoEs that are in the game, but like Fermin is pretty bad. Eladriel is pretty bad, to be honest with you. Good base speed, but honestly I don't like Eladriel. I never use Eladriel. Eladriel is pretty decent for arena defense, and then again Abelio is better, and then Valadriel is decent as well, but also there's Vusa that is better. Now Riley is pretty good, and so on. So I think they do get a buff. They do need a buff. I don't know how, but they do need a buff. Now the last two families I want to mention, they really need a buff, because I think these all families are insanely bad, and it's gonna be Holyberry Cookie. They're all bad, in my opinion. All of them are bad. She's decent in arena defense, maybe because of that, but it's nothing reliable. The fire one can be decent, but then again you need pretty good runes for her, and the base speed doesn't allow her to go first all the time anyway. It's really an issue in it. I think she could use a little buff. Light and Dark as well, they're not the greatest, and Pure Vanillas as well, they do need a buff, all of them in my opinion. The Dark one is pretty good, but the base speed is really bad. So if you get him to base speed 100 at least, I think he could be a lot more usable, but besides all of them need a buff. I never seen vanilla cookies in RTA, besides when they came out, people were testing them and so on, but I think they are really bad, all of them. But yeah, I think these are the units that need a buff. There might be some other units that need little tweaks, but hard to buff units, because they're balanced. If they buff them a bit too much, they're gonna become the new Oliver. So maybe this, I hope. I have him. But yeah guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your opinion, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe, bye.